Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Great, it's working. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna see and make sure you guys can be heard. Okay, so let's see. Da 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 da. Hello, everyone. Welcome to one of the first monthly one shots we're gonna be doing for Robot Cowboys of Mars. I'm gonna be your host today and the creator, Nigel. And here we will have three new robots ready to venture across the harsh environment of Mars. Can you all please introduce yourselves one at a time?
Hello, my name is Elion, and I like playing tabletop games, and I'm eager to see what today's adventure is like.
Thank you, Ellen. Next up
Uh,
is.
Hi, my name is Colin. Also love doing tabletop role-playing games, love trying
And
out new systems, so very
I like
excited
playing
to
tabletop
give this
games,
one a
and
go.
I'm eager to see
Nice,
what today's
nice.
adventure
Thank
is
you,
like.
Colin. Okay, it sounds like everyone's coming in clearly too. And lastly, Katrina.
Yep, me. Yes. Hi, I'm Katrina. I also
Hi, my
enjoy
name is
tabletop
Colin.
games.
Also love
I
doing table.
did a previous test on this game before, and I quite liked it, so I'm back and excited to explore more of the game and create a character.
Cool, great. So, today we're gonna bring this new posse of players here into how to create a character from scratch. And also, we're going to start them off on a little adventure. So, First things first, let me pull up some notes real quick. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, ba, bum. That's the rule book. No, I need the thing before that. Okay, and then screen, game, capture, Notion. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see if that, yep, does that work? Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it up on stream. We're doing this live, y'all. So, welcome to Mars. In the near future, Earth's bigwigs push deeper into our solar system during a period of time known as the Mars Rush. Hundreds of thousands of colonization efforts exploded towards the red planet until the human costs became too high to ignore. Then mankind abandoned Mars, but they left thousands of automated robots behind, unaware their mission was over. In the decades since, many robots developed self-awareness amidst the harsh realities of Mars. Most form communities, repurposing abandoned tech to form shelter. Some ventured across the Red Desert to uncover truths hidden beneath the sand, while others took up arms in order to rule this new planet of misfit toys. Okay then. So, starting us off now, you guys are 3 droids that have recently gained self-awareness. I will explain in detail what all the different stats mean and stuff. But what this means, but what I call gaining sentience, I call it gaining self-awareness. It means you are fully self-aware to the society, to your conditions, to your surroundings, to what's happening. You know, at one moment you were abandoned on Mars, stuck in your loop, just doing the same operation over and over and over again. But then, you know, for one reason or another, it just feels like you just woke up, and all of a sudden you were willing to do whatever it took to survive. So, before we get started, I need everyone to choose a background for themselves. You know, who your robot may become is completely up to you. But where do they start? What was their role during the Mars Rush? Were they a construction bot? You know, something dealing with mining, machine welding, construction, building colonies or something like that? Or were they a research droid meant for their mind, you know, to analyze samples, study radiation levels? Or maybe they were an exploration rover, you know, meant to explore and travel the vast deserts across Mars and all the different environments. Or they could have been a maintenance droid. You know, it's hard to send people to repair broken robots, so why not just send other robots to repair robots? They could have also been an office assistant. You know, a meager but respectable job, something behind a desk, maybe something organizational or with management. Or they could have been a part of some brand new space tourism project. You know, they could have been singing or dancing or playing an instrument. Or they could have been maybe an enforcer bot. You know, someone meant to make sure that no one got out of order while up there in Mars. Or maybe you were guarding something important. So for each of these backgrounds, you get certain either new skills or some hardware to go along with it. So, you know, take a moment to read it over and let me know if you have any questions. Does anyone have any questions? Or is anyone feeling one background or another?
I think I'm probably gonna go for research droid, to be honest.
Mm. Okay then, okay. So, let me pull up also a character sheet on my end just to go along with you guys. Do, 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 do. Cool. So, if you pick a research droid, whatever your background is, just type in right here for background. And then, for example, with research droid, you would say you would upgrade your core system skill, your core systems base skill by 1. So on here you have core systems dot base. I'll explain what all the skills do, but what core systems is, this is basically your computational skill. This allows your robot to do intense thinking and calculations and things like that. Well, let me fix my camera. There we go. So you would just put a 1 for the version number. Don't worry about the bonuses. We'll get into that later. But for now, just put like a 1 if you're choosing research. Secondly,
But like it'll be like version 1.0.
yeah, version 1.0. So your skills are basically
Okay.
software programs. These show the limitations of what your robot can do, or it could also be seen as the things that they really excel at doing. So anything related to those skills, you can use this stat for. Now, as a research droid, you also have 2 options. You can gain a little helper bot, who's like a little drone, drones are basically like, remote control. So, they don't have any minds of their own. They're purely just input output. So you use some sort of command delivery device to order them around, or you can have a weather sensor tool. Because for most research droids, they would know that Mars has very unusual patterns compared to Earth. Mars doesn't have a proper atmosphere, so they have more climactic events that happen on them, like dust storms that can go up to 60 miles per hour and maybe the size of hurricanes. Or there could be meteor showers because they don't have a big enough atmosphere to burn that stuff up on impact.
Does the small lab assistant drone, what are its capabilities?
Good question.
I know.
So right now you can just give it simple commands. It can, hold on a second, let this load up. So it can move around for you. It will also have let's see, it doesn't have the ability to speak, but it can move. It can use its sensors, so it can observe stuff for you. Or maybe if you upgrade it enough later down the line, you could allow it to do some recordings for you and stuff. Um, and what's gonna call it? You can also like carry like one thing, because well, it has 4 legs if you choose that option, but your legs could like carry something for you as well.
Or I could like strap something to the top.
Yeah, or strap something to the top of it. Um, and with a drone, you could later on do upgrades to maybe add extra attachments to it. Like maybe you want to,
Ooh.
add pistols or guns or something like that.
I think I'm definitely taking the little drone
Okay. So
with the
for
weather
now,
sensors. Because,
oh, go on, go on.
yeah. No, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, so if you're gonna add the drone, just in your inventory section, just write you got a small drone with 4 legs. Okay.
Here,
So
my PDF is struggling to load.
it's no problem. You can also use pencil and paper too. The PDF is just a virtual thing I just wanted to
Um,
share. This is meant to be
Yeah,
very pencil and paper compatible.
that's a great idea, actually.
yeah, I'm just actually
I'm
gonna
just gonna
take
print
this
this
like
out. Gonna print this out real quick. I forgot I could do that.
Nice, nice.
I am gonna drag this into drawing program that way I can
Yeah,
write.
just draw on top of it. Whatever. There are no rules on how you keep your character sheet. And what about you, Colin? Is there any backgrounds that you're feeling one way or the other?
I think I'm leaning towards a security enforcer bot.
Okay then. Yeah. So, what kind of enforcement do you think your bot was involved in? You know, were they there to keep the people in the colonies in order? Maybe think they were guarding something or part of some sort of project, or were they just like a regular on the duty patrolling kind of robot or something?
It definitely feels like it was, you know, used to protect like you know, like vaults and stuff like that, like a heavy duty type of robot.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So, because of that, you do get an upgrade to your movement skill. So on your character sheet, you'll see movement dot base. Your movement skill basically involves moving all of your limbs, whether it's your wheels, arms, or legs. So you'll just add version 1 in that box to start off.
Cool, cool.
Hmm. Yeah. And also, you get to pick out one extra skill as well too. So, depending on your line of work, what kind of enforcement were you doing? Did you have to like lasso and restrain people, or maybe you were using your hands basically only, so you picked maybe the brawl method, or maybe they gave you like a, I don't know, like a non-lethal ranged weapon, like a stun gun or something, so you might take the pistol aim ability.
I'm thinking
Or maybe you
I'm
were
thinking
using like
ball. I'm
hand
thinking they would just
weapons
like
only, so
whatever, just take them down, whatever you can.
I don't know, like a non-lethal ranged weapon. Gotcha, gotcha. Give me 1 second, gang. Hold on one moment. Do Actually, no, I can do this without worry. Check my sound mixer 1 second. Okay, cool. Making sure my output is right. Yes, okay. Hold on one moment. Actually, no. Okay, cool. And now, for these here, pistol.aim, brawl.melee, or lasso.melee, you would put those here below in the other category. These top 5 skills here are your basic software skills. These are the ones that every character has. But the bottom ones, these are where all the more customization stuff come in handy.
Okay.
Okay. And how about you, Ellen? Do you have any backgrounds that are reaching out to you? That are speaking to
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I'm torn between the construction bot and the maintenance droid,
Mmm.
but I think I'm gonna go construction bot. That shield looks attractive.
Yeah, yeah. So when we get into the base stats, if you have a shield attached, that means you can use this shield stat here. A shield is a device that you can recharge by spending your battery power to refill it and give you some defenses in return. So instead of your body parts getting attacked, the shields will take the damage instead. And then also remember, you get to upgrade your battery dot base skill by 1. And battery dot base is basically the skill dealing with like your battery power, managing it. Maybe like siphoning electricity to charge other devices and stuff. That's what you use your battery skill for.
I just put a +1 right next to that.
Yeah, just put version 1 for now. I haven't updated the character sheet yet, but we're not using regular +1 bonuses anymore. But I'll definitely go over the new updated rules with y'all soon.
Okay.
Okay. So everyone's chosen a background now.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool. So, so you decided on who you were before, but who are you now? What has becoming self-aware changed about you as a robot? So the first step is you got to choose what is your chassis. Your chassis is basically like your metal exoskeleton that holds all of your precious core parts on the inside. You know, your core parts is where your software is contained, your CPU and memories and stuff like that. So robots could, you know, figuratively change out their bodies and stuff like that. So in terms of chassis, there are three options. There's like average size, you know, somewhere between 5 to 6 feet. There's heavy duty, which is a little bit larger and heavier, so you're a little bit slower, but you have more defense. Or there is a smaller size, which is like, you know, probably 3 feet or less. You know, you're a lot faster because, you know, you have less weight to worry about, especially on Mars's difference in gravity. You're really good at like zipping around people. But that does mean that you are a little bit lighter, so if you get hit, it does hurt you a lot more. So your defense is lower because of that. So whatever you guys choose for your chassis, just make sure to write that in somewhere, whether you're small, average, or heavy duty. And then whatever they say for defense here, put that in the box for defense. And for move speed, put that in the box here for move speed. And then I'll get to body parts or durability next after everyone's done that.
Cool. I think I'm going to be doing the heavy duty chassis.
Ah, heavy duty enforcer.
Average for me.
Okay, average.
A small size.
Ah, nice. So we've got a small researcher, an average-sized construction bot, and a heavy-duty enforcer. Cool, cool. And also for your CPU, so your CPU cores, basically they're your, you know, they're an actual computer CPU inside of you. Your CPU is what processes what actions and software and skills that you're doing moment to moment. So the better the CPU, the faster your body can think and react to things. So to start things out, in slot one, everyone gets a CPU quad core. That means in your quad core gives you 4 action points. So in your character sheet, you would write quad core in slot one, and then for total AP, you would put 4. Mhm. Yeah. And when you guys are all ready, let me know, and we'll talk about how durability works.
Okay,
Cool.
so slot one, what do we put again?
You put a CPU quad core, and that gives you 4 action points or 4 AP.
And that's just in slot one.
Yes, yes. Yeah, your slot 2 should be empty unless you picked a background that gave you an extra CPU. But you can, over the course of the game, collect more CPUs as well too and get them swapped out.
Okay.
Okay. So are you guys ready for your stats to be explained?
Yep, yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna make this a little bit larger. So, as we said before, everyone has a thing called an awareness level. You know, when automated machines first become self-aware, it has reached level 1. You know, as you play through Robot Cowboys on Mars, you gain more levels of awareness by hitting story objectives, such as uncovering the dark truths about the Mars Rush, learning about mankind's control over machines, or correcting a common robot misconception about Earth history. At each level, a robot will be able to gain various traits in the level up section in the player's handbook. Uh, Robots with zero awareness are still operating strictly based upon the original programming. They're considered not self aware. On your character sheet, on page 3, you'll see awareness tracker. So all of you will get to put 1 in that first slot, just like cross it off to show that you have 1 awareness. Um, Also, I wanted to do something. I wanted to test something new with self-awareness. So once per session, if you have self-awareness, you may spend it to try and rewrite a situation. Maybe you learned something new that you didn't realize before, and you wanted to like apply it. So we can rewind a scene, and you can get to re-roll any dice involved for that. But that'll only be once per session because you guys have 1 self-awareness. Any questions?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. So then the next stats we're going to go over is durability, defense, movement, and body parts. So, well, I'll say durability is really body parts. Body parts. So each chassis is like your metal is like again your metal body, your exoskeleton, and chassis have different configurations. Some have like 2 arms, some have 4 legs, some have tires instead of legs. Uh, so your body parts, if you lose one of them, like example, say you lose an arm, that means you'll have only 1 arm you can use instead of 2 arms. So if you're trying to like use a gun or an object that requires 2 hands, you can't quite do that as well. Same thing with legs. If you lose legs, you can't. Your movement gets halved. And then your torso, that's just like your that's just like your center mass. So when it comes to getting attacked and stuff, most damage will go to your torso first, and then after your torso it'll go to your limbs, and then your head, and then the last thing is your core part. So your core parts, that's like your very precious hardware and software and stuff. That gets destroyed, it's basically game over for your character. Now, if everything gets destroyed except for your core parts, like you still have like if you don't have your head, your arms, or your torso, you can still be repaired. Your friends just gotta like pick up your pieces and bring you to a maintenance droid somewhere who can put you back together. But that does mean that if you don't have your arms and legs, you will probably be immobilized. Next is your defense. Your defense is like basically means how hard are you to hit. Whenever someone does an attack against you, if they roll equal or higher than your defense, they do 1 point of damage to you. That means they'll do 1 point of damage to like your torso, your arms, or your limbs. We talked about core parts already. It includes your CPU, your memory, your battery, all of the precious things you need to operate. Now, let's see. Oh, armor. Yeah, we didn't. So I'll go to armor next, actually. So armor pieces are sturdy pieces of metal or alloys that have been welded onto your body to absorb the impact of physical attacks. So whenever you're attacked, you may spend your armor to increase your defenses, and you'll be able to roll an extra d4. And note, armor is permanent, so you don't lose armor. You only get to spend it a certain amount of times per combat. So if you had 2 armor, that means twice during combat, you can roll an extra d4 to buff yourself. Okay, and then shields. So shields are an extra attachment. If you pick up a thing called a shield emitter, it will give you a certain amount of shields on your body. Like I think a shield emitter gives you like 4 or 2 shields, something like that. Let me double check. Yeah, it gives you 4 shields for a shield emitter small. So this one is when you're getting attacked, instead of taking damage to your body or your armor, the shield will take the damage for you instead. And if the shield ever runs out, you can spend your battery to recharge it fully. And down here is your solar rechargeable battery. So you guys are rechargeable, are solar powered robots. It's one of the main reasons why you survive on Mars. So you have about 16 pips of battery. So whenever you spend a battery, just cross off one box. And if you guys ever want to recharge, well, we'll get into that more later. Now, in terms of body parts, some of you chose some different sizes of body parts. Like you see, you have a head for one, arms two, legs two. That's the same for everybody. But some of you have different amounts for your torso. So what the number there means that means how many hits your torso can take before damage goes to other parts of your body. So if you're an average or small size, your torso is 3. If you're heavy duty, that means your torso can take 1 extra hit. Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
No. That means I get a torso 4.
Okay, great, cool. I'm glad this is all straightforward. We'll be getting to this really soon. Lastly, are your software skills. So we'll I'll come back to this after we finish filling out your sheet. But basically, as I said, your software determines what skills, actions, and special knowledge that you know. And based upon your software level, instead of getting a +1 or +2, you get to roll something called a bonus dice. So if your software skill is level 1 in something, whenever you roll something related to that skill, you can roll a d4. If it's level 2, a d6. If it's level 3, it's a d8. hmm And yeah, I think that's a let's go back to our character creation. So we picked out a chassis for ourselves. Next, we got to go down is to our base skills. So as I said before, these are the base programs that all self-aware robots have. So for all of these skills, please add version 1. If you already had 1 into it, increase it from 1 to 2. So you basically get a 1 in all of these stats, a +1. So for all the version numbers, they should be at least 1 or maybe 2, depending on the background that you chose. And after you guys do that, for most base skills at level 1, you don't gain anything special. You just gain the base ability to use those skills. So battery is being able to use your battery or redirect your battery energy. Comms, this is your social stat. It's for communicating. It's also for like social
Oh,
manipulation, but it also could be for comms like long range communication, like with tools and technology. As I said, core systems, that's like your thinking capacity. Are you good at doing internal math and computations? Movement, how well can your robot move on Mars? And then sensors, these are sensors that give you things like vision, hearing, or maybe you can interface with different other types of scientific sensor devices and stuff. Like say you had like an X-ray vision or something like that. That would be a sensor's um, ability. Now, does anyone have level 2 in any of these stats here?
I'll have a level 2 in the comms base.
Okay. So, if you can go to the second page, because you're level 2 in comms, you
Or
learn.
core systems base, sorry.
Oh, core
Core systems
systems?
base. I
Sorry.
apologize.
Okay, that's fine. No. I mean, good. That's good. So you don't. So go back to page 1. So for core systems, because you've leveled it up to level 2, you've learned to more optimally run your programming and stuff like that. So you gain +2 AP. So whatever your total AP was, which I think was 4, just add like a
Yeah.
+2 to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any level 2s and stuff?
Does my
Yeah.
+1 armor make me level 2, or is that something else?
Huh? No, we're just talking about your software skills.
Oh, software skills.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I don't have any of those, I guess. Manual labor.
Cool.
I have a 2 for movement.
Okay, 2 for movement. So level 2 in movement. So what you do is for your movement score, it's still, I think, you're heavy duty, right? So it will still give you
Yeah.
a movement speed of 4, which means every time you do a move action, you can move 4. but that also means that once per turn, you may move 5 squares for free. If you want to keep track of this, you can just copy it or just write it down. So on page 3 is where this is basically for adding any extra info about your skills and actions. If you want to track it there, you can just put that there. That once per turn, you may move 5 squares for free. Or you could write it on the front page and do like move speed 4 plus 5 for free once or something.
Is my battery base upgrade a software skill too? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes. So your battery base would be level 2 to start off. So you would learn a new action called resist electricity. So you can just add this on that third page. There's a section for extra actions. So for the
Okay.
name of it, here, I'll just send you the link to it as well too, if you want to fill it out. But oh wait, hold on, that's not the right link. I gotta show you the public link. That is for, you'll have to log in Notion for that one. So with resist electricity, what that allows you to do is once per turn, you may ignore a point of electric damage, but it does require you to spend AP to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll send, here you go, I'll put the link in the chat as well too. There we go. Okay. So, now that we've done that, we're all ready to move on to the next part?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, surviving on Mars isn't always a friendly endeavor. You know, you may encounter some unruly folk, or maybe you get into disagreements, or maybe, you're just trying to take what you can and make it out alive. So, you may have picked up a few skills in defending yourselves. So, I want everyone to choose from this list here 2 weapons. You have melee weapons like a chain lasso, which is used to tie up targets. You have a thing called a knuckle duster, which is a brass knuckles with a pistol built into it.
That's cool.
Once this photo loads with a pistol built into it, all of the art shown is placeholder art and stuff right now. You have a scrap blade, which is just a sharp piece of metal that you can grab and swing, which also gives you the ability to dodge roll. Or maybe you got a revolver, a rifle, or a shotgun. So you guys can pick 2, whichever ones they are, and you can pick the same one twice if you want. But I'd recommend, at least 1 melee and 1 ranged. That would be my recommendation. But if you want to go both melee or both range, you're welcome to also. Yeah. And when you pick these weapons, you'll be adding them here on the second page. So on the second page is where you'll put the name's weapon, its attack, ammo, its required skills, any unique actions it can do. So when it says unique actions, that stuff goes here. These are actions that you can do with just that weapon specifically.
Oh, question. So, sorry, I missed the part about battery life. So we just have 1 battery life at the moment, unless we have like a bonus.
When we get into the starting of the story, I'll let you guys know. Usually
Oh, okay.
usually players start with a full battery, but for this story
Oh,
session,
okay.
we'll you guys are starting in a very precarious situation.
Oh my. Okay.
Whew. And you said we just add this to the second page, yeah?
Yeah, on the second page is where you'll track all of your weapons. Right now, you only can hold 3 weapons at a time. If you find any extra weapons, they can just go in your inventory.
And you said we just add this to the second page, yeah?
Yeah, on the second page is where you'll track all of your weapons. Right now, you only can hold. Okay.
Yeah, like I think I'll be getting me the chain lasso, the gun, and the shotgun.
Nice, nice. Okay. Media capture. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Even if it's a two-handed weapon, do we still pick two?
Yeah, if you want
If we
2
pick a
rifles
two-handed
or
weapon.
2 shotguns, you can pick 2. Two-handed just means if you want
Okay.
to use that weapon, you need both of your hands. So if you lose a hand,
Right, okay.
you can't effectively use it. Gonna adjust this a little bit. Okay. Okay, and let me know when you guys have done that. Also note that when you are picking your weapons and your unique actions, if you want to know what your unique actions do, just look down here below. I listed all the unique actions that are listed above. Okay, so you can use this information here to fill in your unique action boxes for each of your weapons. Yeah, this will also be like a bit of a play test as well too, because we're going to be trying out some new changes that I've done to try and streamline the gameplay a bit. So thank you guys for your patience as we have been walking through character creation here. Yeah, but just give me a little like thumbs up or ping or something when you guys are done.
Right. Still filling stuff out.
Yeah, I'm also still filling that out.
Okay, no problem. Hmm. And also, you can keep these pages open on your own end. If you ever need to like look back to see
I
what it
am.
does, feel free to do that. And while we do this, I'll also give us some tunes to listen to.
New music.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna change. So I'm gonna change the screen share to the music right now. This here is a part of our soundtrack that we're making for Robot Cowboys. This is kind of like a lo-fi beat that our composer did. As we play through the game, there will be some other tracks that will play for different moments. Some may be like theme songs, some may be for like when you're in combat or you're doing some exploration in some place, or some might just be location specific like a saloon. moments. Some may be like theme song. Okay.
Oh, where do we put in required software skills? Would that be? Oh,
Oh,
wait, I see it.
under the
Sorry, I'm just
required box. Yeah.
yeah.
No problem. No problem. Now, once you guys do that, let me know which weapons you all picked.
Okay. I picked the chain lasso and the scrap shotgun.
Okay, cool. So, these are basically your starting weapons. So that means that in somewhere along the line, you've learned how to, get handy with a firearm, or you've been used to like tying up people or objects and stuff to help you with your day-to-day work in some fashion. So feel free to add lasso.melee and shotgun.aim to your character sheet if you don't have it already.
Sweet.
Okay. And same thing for everyone else. Whether you pick the pistol, whether you pick the scrap revolver, which gives you the pistol skill, or the knuckle duster, you should also add the pistol skill to your sheet. If you pick like the scrap blade, make sure to add blades.melee to your skills. And same thing for the rifle.aim, you should add the rifle.aim skill to your sheet. Now if you pick the knuckle duster, you do need to know a melee skill. If you don't have a melee skill, just let me know, and we'll probably just add the brawl.melee skill to your sheet, which is typed brawl.melee. That's like a very generic fighting style.
These software skills will all be at like version 1.
Yes. If it's your first time putting it on your sheet, it would be version 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Melee.
Says lasso.melee. Shotgun.aim.
Okay. As you guys are filling that in, I'll talk a little bit about our story of today. Okay. Just feel free to listen in. You don't have to do anything else. So after filling in who your character has become, there's one last thing in character creation. It is a major restriction built into every robot put out there for the Mars Rush. It is a restriction saying a machine must not kill. Now what that means is that you may not fully destroy or execute your fellow machines. So that means destroying their core parts. Because when those are gone, the machine can never really be recovered again. But now, where did this adventure begin? Do you guys find yourself recently buried in sand after a torrential storm? Or were you in the middle of a exciting vehicle chase across the Red Desert? Let's see what that is. Oh, down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, gotta open up. So let's mosey on over to Tailspire now. Why am I not showing Tailspire here? Maybe I go to game capture. There we go, Tailspire. Okay, so you're all robots that have been freshly awoken. You have gained self-awareness to the heart's truths of Mars. The group of you were a traveling posse. You know, you didn't belong to any town or faction per se. Oh wait, hold on. Let me say this first. Okay. Here we go. So, how your journey begins. Your posse has awoken inside of a cave, trying to find shelter against a terrible dust storm. The sand was bellowing so large and heavy, it almost buried your whole lot alive. But a single crack of light, barely enough, shot through the cracks in the cave to recharge your batteries and allowed you to wake back up. As you step outside, you find a mysterious train station in the middle of a desert. So, if you guys look here at my screen, we have a bunch of different robots here. I'm gonna call you all to the game board and see here. Can you guys see what I'm seeing?
Yep.
So I'm gonna allow you guys a chance to pick what your robot looks like. If you're big or small, just keep that in mind. I can also change the sizes of certain game pieces of robots as well too. If there's any one that you like per se, let me know. If you want more like a security looking droid, you might be something like this. If you want more...
Oh, it's starting map. Does that mean it hasn't loaded yet?
Oh, is it still loading for you?
I just have
I see the red.
Square or red, yeah, like a
yeah.
red.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me gesture tool. How do I bring everyone's attention here?
See your arrow.
I see my arrow.
Oh, I see your arrow. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's nothing there. It's empty for me.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I just see my little white circle, and then I saw your red arrow.
Yeah.
Give me one second.
Did prompt me to download.
Oh yes.
Some assets.
Yeah.
Which I did,
click,
but I don't know. I did click yes, but I don't know if it's I don't know if my computer's caught up yet.
Don't worry.
Maybe
It'll take a second or two. It's very short. A lot of these are models made by the community on Tailspire, so they might take a second or two to download, but they're all really light and small.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, make sure everyone clicked download if they saw that prompt show up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely did. I'm assuming it's trying to download.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you guys can look at my screen share then on the Discord, you can see which game pieces you have here, and I can zoom into them more if you want to get a better look at any of them. But I'll stand for like a security bot. You could get something, or an enforcer. You get something like this. If you're a let's see, we have a security, a construction, and a research bot, right?
All I'm seeing right now is the music.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
right.
just in music.
Hold on. There we go. Okay, cool. Are you guys able to see now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying for maintenance, maybe you could do someone like this. I'm sorry, maintenance for security. You can maybe do someone like this over here. It sort of looks like they're a little bit more armed and dangerous. For a small research bot, you could be someone small like this, or like this size, or I can take guys like these and make them smaller too. You want someone more, bipedal.
Can I take this? Can I? Spider.
Oh, the spider.
Little spider guy. Yeah.
Let's see. So you'll.
Yeah. Can I use some of the legs as arms?
I'll say this: your drone has multiple legs. So for your drone, I can give you a spider bot. How about that?
Okay, I accept.
And let's see. And then for your character, drone bot. And then for Elian, you have a construction bot. You know, you could do someone who looks sort of like maybe this if you want, or even like this guy. We also have
Who's that?
other.
Who's that guy that's like northeast of the yellow?
This here?
Yeah.
Okay, you want this guy? Sure. Let me copy and paste here. Oh,
This is
also,
average.
yeah. Also, we didn't go over what your guys' names would be for your characters yet. Oh wow, he's pretty tall. So, did you guys come up with names for your robot characters?
Hmm.
You know, you're a construction bot.
Ooh. Yeah, I know what I'm naming him. I'm naming him WW-300.
Okay, cool. Yeah, write that in the chat for me.
Yes. That's a robot name if I've ever done one.
Yep.
I'll do 30-30. That one feels better. Written.
Oh, I just realized the overlay isn't showing up. Ooh. There we go. Okay, now we have an overlay. Okay, so we've got WW. We have a spider bot. What about for you, Colin? Do you have any ones here that really shine to you?
I think let's go with one of those like the big vet dudes.
Like one of these here?
Yeah.
Okay, can do. I'm gonna size them down a little bit.
Oh, I gotta pick my normal body.
Yes, yes. WW330. Okay. Okay. Assign.
Finally, the assets have loaded into mine. Now I can get a better look at these guys.
Ah, wonderful.
Me too. Nice.
Cool. So you have your little spider bot, your little drone.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does my guy ever get brighter any color? Is he just like dusty and old and rickety?
Yeah. I mean, this is just a game piece,
Dusty.
so if we use our imagination, yes, they can look a little different.
I think I just like to imagine him in the shadows. He's just perpetually in the shadows.
I'm moving my drone around to get a better look at the guys.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, for a research. For a
I have two arms, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
I gotta find one with two arms.
Yeah, most of them have two arms, so that does help a bit. And you're also a little guy. Like maybe this
I
one
am a
might
little
work.
guy.
Here. Can you see he's got like a big brain. You know, that could be good for research.
That one? Nah, I don't want that one.
Bubblegum head.
Yeah. Let's see. There are also plenty of two arm looking guys here. Here we
This one in the back.
this one?
With the short one.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. So I'm gonna copy. And where do you guys name your little guy?
ELC1.
ELC1. Okay. Cool. And Colin, do you have a name for your guy?
Yeah, I hope this isn't But I'm thinking the name would be something like, oh, the Annihilator bot Mark for but you can call him Niles. Just call him Niles.
Niles? That's excellent.
Yeah, Niles.
That's beautiful.
Niles. Great.
Go
I
for
like
Annihilator.
that, you know? Okay, wonderful. So, we have Niles. Oh wait, hold on. Black Sword. Wait, am I missing someone? I lost a player. Is someone not in did someone's Tailspire crash?
I'm still in.
Oh, maybe we lost Colin. I'll give.
Is
him
it me? Let me see here.
Do I need arms? Or I mean, like, if I don't know.
Well,
I guess I do need arms. Never mind. That's a stupid question.
you do need arms, but they can always be repaired if they are broken. Or I guess you can also get items that give you extra arms too. Okay, so here we have WW, Alec 1, and Niles. They have woken up from their sandy burial. And as they step outside, they see themselves at the outside of what seems to be like a train station of sorts. And as they look out into the distance, they see this bellowing cloud and this large machinery coming towards them. It seems to be a large train car, but on top of it sits a town. Each building or home has its own train car attached to it. And as it comes to a screeching halt, let me move you all there towards the train car.
I'm joining back in. I'm just waiting on the GM.
Okay, let me resummon you. There we go. Okay, yep, you're back. Oh wait, I gotta go to board. Starting map. Oh no, I lost all my bookmarks. Okay, that's fine. I'll redo them. That's fine. Will it move all the... It doesn't move all the players. Darn it. Okay, well, I'll have to move you all individually, which is sort of not great, but we'll have to work with it. Yeah.
Hi there.
Okay, so I'm gonna drag the bunch of you over here. And let's see, you're over... Where did you go, Katrina? Okay, well anyway.
I'm on the other side of the building somehow.
It's okay. I'm just gonna do...
I don't know how that
over here.
happened.
So...
Alright, cool.
Yay! Yeah. So, as you guys see the train car come to a stop, you are desperate for a safe place. Because you can see out in the distance, miles away, is another dust storm brewing, and it'll be hot on your tail in a matter of minutes or moments. But as you are greeted, you've seen one lone droid there, the town's distrustful sheriff, eyeing you down. He looks at you all. He says, "What's your business here? You're not here to cause any trouble?"
Might be.
Might be. Well, listen, you're not gonna get aboard of this here town if you are, if you are, or you'll have a word with me then. Well, you guys are desperate for shelter and trying to get on the train. What do you do?
Um, what's this? What's this leader's name or this sheriff's name?
Why don't you ask him?
Mr. Sheriff, sir, what's your name?
Around here they call me Sheriff Reeves. And I'm the only sheriff that is needed to protect this little town here.
Sheriff Reeves, nice to meet you. WW330. Where's this train going to?
Well, this train mostly operates on a path moving forward. We go on a predetermined route around this sector, but primarily we avoid weather catastrophes like that there dust storm I see brewing in the distance. I guess y'all got maybe.
Does the train
Huh? Go on.
does the train run during such storms?
Yep, it sure does. It's the only way that this town stays alive by avoiding them. I'd say y'all got maybe 10, maybe 5 minutes until it catches up with y'all.
Does it require fare?
Well, yes, it does. So, on your guys' character sheets, you on your inventories where you would write down how many gears you have. Did anyone get gears while creating their characters?
Oh.
Okay, I guess not. I guess not.
I went no.
Okay.
No.
So the sheriff
Damn
would
it.
say that each ride is 3 gears each, if you want to get on.
So, Mr. Sheriff, what if we don't have 3 gears each? Can we still get on this
We're
ride?
destitute.
Well, you guys could try persuading him to try and politely let you on in some fashion. So what we're gonna do is a skill check. So if you guys press space, you can pull up your dice roller, and you'll see a D4 all the way up to a D20. Skill checks
Excellent.
are done with a D20. So now I'm gonna have you guys all do a comms check, basically a communications check to try and persuade him. Now, if you guys have a level 1 in comms, you can roll a d20 and you can add a d4 to that. If you have level 2 in comms, you can add a d6. But I don't think anyone has level 2 in comms, though, right?
No, we're all level 1.
Okay, so then roll a d20 and a d4. And let's see what we get here.
Are we all just level 1 by default?
Yes, you all
Oh.
start off at level 1 unless you chose a background that gave you a boost in comms. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll 2 dice. How do I eliminate one?
You can just hit delete. You also can pick up 1 dice at a time. So how it works is when you press space, you click the dice on the thing to add them to the roller. Yeah, so just click D20 once and D4 once, and then drag.
Okay, how do I get rid of a dice? Because whenever I pick it up,
Don't worry
full
about
of
it.
dice.
You can always create more dice. It's okay. And also, as a
How do I
DM,
get rid of dice?
as a DM, I can delete the dice after, so don't worry.
Okay, could you delete my dice?
Yeah. You can also add new dices too.
Thank you. I just don't want them cluttering.
No problem. No
I'm throw
problem.
down right now for my roll.
Okay. So, Sheriff Reeves rolled pretty low. He rolled a 7. If anyone rolls higher than a 7.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
I keep trying to. How do I backspace on dice? Ah!
Oh, just click on them. So you click on them to oh no, sorry, click escape. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, it's escape.
Or delete,
Okay,
I
that's
guess.
not working.
Sorry, when you pick up the dice, you can hit delete to remove them. Hold on, let me Oh yeah, here. Sorry, Colin, I'll let you back in.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I created too many.
It's okay. This is my fault for not doing a good tutorial in the beginning. So if everyone looks at my screen share really
Okay, now,
quickly.
all right, I
Okay.
got the correct number of dice.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Everyone look at my screen share. So you're going to be rolling a d20 and a d4. And you can roll them separately
Wow.
too. You don't have to roll them all
I
together.
got a 20 and an 8, so 28.
Oh no, that was a d8 you rolled. You have to roll a d4.
Oh my lord. Okay. Damn
Yeah,
it. I wanted a 20 even.
No, but the 20 is good though. You can keep the 20. But either way though,
Okay.
you rolled higher than a 7. And then oh yeah, everyone yeah. So the sheriff is pretty amenable to you all. He might look cold on the outside, but he can tell when he sees a bunch of desperate droids trying to find a safe place. So
Justice, the enemy of all machines.
he says you're all welcome on board here, but you're gonna have to
Thank you.
work for it though. Okay? Here, I'm gonna move you all on top of the train. He says, "Welcome to the Dustbowl. This is our little piece of home out, out here. If you want to get a little tour, I can give that to you."
Would appreciate that, sir.
He points all the way to the back. Sorry, he points to the front of the car. The thing pulling us is the conductor's channel. That keeps this whole thing moving across. Right behind that is a local saloon where some town folks come together to relax their gears or maybe find some things to recharge their batteries. And speaking of batteries, you all have been, just recently reawakened from sleeping in the dirt for so long. I would say for your battery level, you guys probably are missing at least four battery points. So make sure to cross off four battery already. Okay? Now, after this, right in front of you, here, this is the Holy Assembly. They're a bit of strange folk. They have their beliefs and their, different views on the world, but they'll repair you up right and good. They've got some of the best maintenance bots I've seen on this side of the crater. And then lastly, in the back, that's my office. If you have any trouble or start any trouble, that's where you'll be. So, where do you guys want to go first?
I would like to check in with the team and see what we're feeling. I could go to a saloon.
I'm already in the bar.
Okay, so we're all going to the saloon
Else
then.
C1 is a thirsty droid.
Okay.
I gotta get in quick or I won't get a seat.
Okay, cool. So here, I'm
Behind
gonna
you.
drag you all to the saloon.
At least I think I'm in a saloon.
Yeah.
I see a bar. I assume. Yeah.
Okay, me.
Sweet smell of oil that my senses picked up have led me to the right place.
Okay, cool. So we are
I'm a little
entering
thirsty.
the saloon. Okay, let me change. There we go. Do you guys need me to screen share on Tailspire anymore, or are you good?
I'm good. I'm keeping up pretty okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay, so
Yeah, all the assets seem loaded in. I can see the barkeep.
Great. So as you guys come in to the saloon, you see it's a little bustling here today. There are people all there. It seems to be a big party going on. There are droids all over the place. Some of them are laughing, telling stories. Some of them are playing cards at tables and stuff. Some of them are just sitting down and watching what's on the screens. Let's see, watching what's on the screens. What do you guys do? There's a barkeep up here up front. And actually, as you walk in, Sheriff Reeves will point out that if you guys need to, if you guys don't have any money and you need to recharge your recharge your batteries. Maybe you could work for the barkeep a little bit to earn your keep.
I would like to introduce myself to the barkeep.
Okay then. You may approach the barkeep.
Hello, great droid, I think. Hi, I'm new here. WW3030, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Hello. I'm a 53-200 unit, or you can just call me Jacob for short. So you're you're supposed to be my new handmaids for today. My new table busters.
If that's the role you need done, and that's the role I will take up. Hopefully you can reward me with some oil or some gear.
Well, the amount of pay that I can offer is about 5 gears per shift. So if you work like an hour or so, you might earn yourself about maybe 10 or 15 gears.
I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Okay then.
I think Niles is gonna come
The
up.
train.
And real quick, just say, Jacob, do you require anyone to be annihilated?
Listen, buddy, we don't allow executions like that out here. And, unless you want to deal with the big man over there. And he points to Reeves, who's, watching you all closely from the door. But,
do you require anyone to be...
Oh, no, go on.
Do you require anyone to be slightly less than annihilated?
Oh, sure. If anyone causes any roughhousing, sometimes it's easier just to toss them out and tell them to come back another day. So,
Well, Jacob, I would like to join that card table if you don't mind. Serve them drinks, but do you also mind if I put some supplies on the table? I have a droid that I wouldn't mind putting in the pile if I can play a hand.
Okay. So, first things first, I'm gonna move Niles to the front door. And Niles, you can act like a bouncer of sort when people try to come in and out. If you see anybody who seems to be causing any issues. For you, Elect One, there's a game going on right over here of doing cards. So if you want to join the game, you can walk over there. Here, let me also drop somebody.
I've climbed on top of a chair.
Okay.
So I can see the table.
Sounds perfect.
Oh no, I've jumped off the table. Okay, there we go. The only collateral I have is my own body parts and this droid.
Really? Well,
they're very useful.
Buy-in is at least...
You're about to bet your droid.
Well, buying in is at least 30
very
years.
loyal.
The players there say. So if you don't have much, I mean, I guess you could bet your whole drone there. Do you have a command?
How's the plan?
Do you have some sort of device to give it commands on you too?
That'll be another bet.
Oh. Well, how about we bet that first? You know, it's no use getting a droid if you can't come home with us.
Well, you caught me. Fine. I'll bet the command module first, and then we'll see how this goes.
Okay. So, you see...
I woke up overhearing this conversation, and I tap ELC1 on the shoulder, and I say, hey, can I pull you over for a second?
Visit.
Okay, I think if... I don't think you'll lose. I'm sure you'll win, but I think if they get the command module, they can just take the droid even before you bet it again, so maybe we don't do that.
Oh, you know what? Good point.
Yeah, it might be worth
The
just
droid
watching
will be...
a few games.
Alright. I shall be an observer for the first game.
Okay, no problem. So you
I
watch
also
them.
give you a chance to admire the quality of my little drone, and I put it on top of the table.
Hold on, let me drag this a bit up so I can get it in view. There we go. Yeah. It said no problem. I mean, you know, you see they're just playing card games like blackjack or poker or something like that. If you want,
Robot blackjack.
if you if you want to, so I guess what I'm saying, do you want to like watch them, just simply watch them play the game? Are you trying to observe for anything? Are you trying to like
Yeah, I wanna use my superior skills as a research droid to research a couple of games before I go in.
Okay, okay. So you
They
would
don't. I did not introduce myself, so they have no idea what kind of droid I am.
Okay.
All they
So
know is I got a drone and that I'm short.
understood. So what you can do is oh, let me move that over here a little bit. So you can give me a core systems check then. So your core systems should be level 2, right? So
Is.
oh yeah, so yeah, I didn't sorry I mentioned it a little bit earlier before. But on your character sheets now, if you have level 1 in a skill, for your bonus, write a D4. If it's level 2,
Oh,
you
okay.
write a D6. If it's level 3, you would write a D8. So, because your core systems is level 2, you will roll a D20, and then you'll roll a D6 to add to it. Okay? So here, I'll let you guys write down your sheet, but in the meantime, I'm gonna have these guys do some rolls as well too, to see if they want to be observed and analyzed by you.
Oh no. I got a 4 on my D20. And then do I roll my D6 now?
Yes, you do. Actually,
Got a 6. Wow, okay.
so that's how much in total? That's a 10. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. I would say two
I
of
just
them.
got in from the dust storm. Stood my gears.
Yeah. I would say two of them, you know, you're watching them pretty closely. You know, they seem to be playing some pretty average hands. One guy, though, you're having a really hard time get a read on. You know, he seems to have like a long coat down around him and everything. And he has like this almost square fridge-shaped box next to him, like metal box always next to him.
My.
Yeah, but you're definitely
Serious.
yeah, but you're definitely able to get a read of some of the people at the table, and you're like, okay, you know, I think I have a good chance against two of them. But one of the guys there, you're a little bit something's a little off.
Say, tall mysterious stranger, what's in the box?
Tall, mysterious stranger. Um, when you say that,
What's in his? I wanna ask him what's in his fridge thingy.
he's like, oh, well, after this game, I don't mind showing it to you. He's like, howdy there. You can call me Beck. And he lets out a big hand for a shake. I'm your local traveling merchant, ranger, outlander guide. If you need someplace to be or something to buy, I am your guide.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. ELC1.
Yeah. And this box here, and he like taps it on the head, and its eyes light up, and it opens up into being like a little storefront, reselling a bunch of different knickknacks and stuff.
Can I be doing my shift right now? This whole time?
Oh yes, yeah, you're doing your shift the entire time.
Okay. Okay, good. When I'm done earning money, I'm gonna start working around some tables.
Well, Beck, do you need any assistance in your wares? I would be happy to take a few, sell them on your behalf as we get on the train. Would you be interested in such a partnership?
Well, if you want to talk to the barkeep, you also can bust some tables.
Is that to me?
Oh yes. If you want to, you can talk to the barkeep if you want to bust tables.
Okay. Still able to ask Beck that question?
Oh, you were asking Beck that. Okay, sorry. Ask your question again.
Yeah, I was asking Beck. Oh, because he is such a marvelous collection of wares. I was wondering if you would be interested in hiring additional merchants that would sell his wares to him once we go our separate ways and create kind of like a trade partnership deal so he can get more business.
Oh, like a
Ooh.
franchise.
Okay.
Yeah, for like a small commission.
I see. So are you trying to persuade him, or like what kind of direction are you trying to take with this?
A friendly proposal, seeing as he has so many goods. He can't possibly sell all of them on his own. And wouldn't it be advantageous to diversify a merchant team? Good for business.
Okay.
So yes, I'm trying to persuade him.
So I'm gonna have you do a comms check for communication. So you're gonna roll a
Okay.
d20, and then if your comms is level 1, add a d4 to that roll. Yeah, because you're trying to persuade this seasoned businessman that you can offer him something that he can't already do on his own.
Got a 13.
Okay, 13. That's not bad. Let's see what I get here. Ooh, sadly not quite. He politely looks at you and says, well, really do like your initiative there, but I roll into this town often enough. I have no trouble finding wares or jobs in need of them. Or, some fella's about to go out into the Badlands unequipped. It's always easy to sell someone some arms when they're already in the middle of danger. It's like selling water to a fire.
I see. Well, thank you for politely considering my proposal. Perhaps next time you might be more amenable.
Well,
If I win a hand, would you reconsider?
ooh, well, I do like some competition then. So, if you win, you get to sell a few of my wares for a commission fee, eh? And what do I get if I win?
Well, you get one of my limbs, or a nice friendly droid. A drone. This little spider guy.
Let's see here. And he like takes in one of his eyes and like zooms in and scans. Seems to be in a little bit of a rough condition, but yeah, this is one of those research assistants. I've seen them before. This could fetch a good price to the right collector. Sure. Let's play around.
Good luck to you.
Okay. So, how we're
And to
gonna
me.
So this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 2 to 3 rounds of dice rolls to see who wins each hand. Or who picks the best cards. So now,
right. Okay.
in terms of now, just to let you guys know, when it comes to skill checks, you can use multiple skills together to give you a better chance of rolling. So if you wanna like combine your say you're like in the middle of combat and you're trying to dodge something, you can roll your movement skill, maybe roll in your pistol skill because you're good at like dodging. You think about bullet trajectories from revolvers or something like that. Or say you're trying to analyze something while also do some calculations. Maybe you might add your sensors and your core, brain power to it. So you're here playing a game of cards. What skills do you think might be relevant to the situation?
Well, I'm actually something of a sharpshooter. Stand really still. I get +1 to rifle rolls. Would this be? Could I add a +1 to like my hand?
Well, unless this game involved using your rifle, probably not. I don't think you'd want to. That skill is good for when you're using a rifle and you're like aiming down at someone. For this one, if you want to like use your eyes,
Okay.
you could use your sensors, because your sensors involve eyesight.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, you are a research droid,
Well,
so maybe.
since my comms,
Hmm?
yes.
Yeah.
So my core system space is level 2. Do I just have like a deft hand and
Oh,
you can like see my cards or?
we're gonna roll to see how good your hand is. Okay. So.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to use your core systems, that would be that you'd roll a d20, and then roll a d6. And if you want to add your sensors, is your sensors level 1?
Yes.
So then you would add a d4 to that then. So how about we do that
So
then?
3 dice.
Yeah, yep, you can roll those
Okay.
3 dice. And also try rolling outside.
And 1.
Also try rolling outside the saloon, because the dice are physical. But never mind.
Oh, I
you rolled
see.
a net
Never mind.
20.
I'll take that.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
Seems that Lady Luck shines upon me.
Well, you rolled pretty good, and you got lucky. That first card is definitely some high rolling king, queen, jack, or ace. Just the thing you needed. Okay. Then you draw a few more cards. So do those rolls 2 more times.
Okay. And I will do them outside.
Yes.
15, and then 15 and 20.
Okay then.
I show?
Okay. Yes. So,
Okay.
you're using your time you spent studying the previous games to really give yourself an edge and understand how this game goes. And as you're playing it out, you feel very confident in your hand. You got like a queen, a king, an ace in there. It's pretty good. So you're ready to play out your hand there. And as you do that, can everyone give me a sensors check to see if they see anything?
Even me?
Yes. Everyone give me a sensors check. So roll a d20 and then add your sensors to it.
The sensor starts at 1, right? So you just don't add anything?
Yeah, if your sensors is level 1, just roll a d20 and add a d4.
Okay. I got a 13.
A 17 on my d20.
I got a 21 with a 20 on the die.
Okay. So, I would say WW and Niles noticed this. But as their friend Elect One is playing against someone, the guy, you see a switch happening. You swore you saw their hand do a gyration and have, and like swap a card around. And if you were looking closely, you swore that was a different card than what he had in his hand before. As like for a WW, you're like busting tables, you're moving around, and you swore he didn't have all those aces or all those tens or something. And Niles, you notice something. It's really subtle, but his hand is like swapping out whenever he brings it underneath the table.
I'm
Niles.
guessing... Oh, carry on.
Oh, sorry. Niles is going to walk from the door, kind of like and goes, "I detect cheating."
Yeah, as Niles does that, as I'm busting my tables, I whip out my lasso and then I try to lasso the hand that's vibrating and switching.
Okay, so you're gonna try and do a lasso action. So how
Yes.
lassoing works is basically you do a lasso skill check, and the other person will roll to resist against being lassoed. So
Ooh.
I need you to do a lasso skill check for me first.
I don't have an attack roll, like there's no rolls for it.
Yeah, it'll just be a skill check. So it'll be a d20 plus your
Okay.
dice for lasso.
Okay. That says 10. And what's my dice for lasso? I don't.
Is it
There isn't
level?
one.
Yeah, if it's level one, just write a d4 for your
Okay.
bonus.
So D4. 2.
Okay, let's see if they resist that or not.
Plus 2, what I did.
No.
Ooh, you know what? You rolled just enough and you successfully lassoed their arm, revealing
Yeah.
it. And he does it. You
Whoosh!
see, he has a hidden. He has a trick hand where he's swapping out
Boom.
two hands on a rotary.
And I say, busted. What do you have to say for yourself?
He's like, hey there. I wasn't gonna actually take the drone or not. You know, I thought it'd be a good lesson here out in the wild. And he says, well, seems like you all caught me red-handed here. I
Yeah.
guess I'll just
And
take where my winnings from before and mosey on from here.
nope. I hold on to my lasso still because I still have the arm. I hold on to that real tight and I say, how about some compensation for all the troubles you've put us through?
Compensation.
Yeah, I'll let you leave quietly if you leave some of the gear
Man.
that you're carrying.
Here, what's the harm in a little bit of cheating, okay? You know what? Oh, hey. So he's walking towards his box drone, and when all of a sudden, yeah, I'm just gonna. When all of a sudden, you hear a gunshot firing from outside. So hold on a second. You hear a gunshot fire from outside, and you hear alarms start going off, and someone yells, "This is gonna be a stick up!" And you look towards the door, and you see a bunch of bandit bots approaching. Give me a second to grab some bandit bots here. Here we go. Yeah, you see some bandit bots approaching the from the outside, busting down through the door. At least three of them. And they said, "Hey, y'all, this here is gonna be a stick up." And they walk up to the table, and they they have all their guns pointed, and they like swoop in all the money on the table into like a burlap sack. What do you guys do?
Even my drone?
No, only the money, not your drone. Your drone
Okay.
can move out of the way. It's
Scuttles
still
under the table and
yeah.
What is
Yeah.
what is the guy going to his thing doing? The one we caught cheating? Because I feel like there's some tools in there that we could use.
Oh, his hands are both raised right now because yeah, right now
Yeah,
his
because
hands are
it's a
both
stick up.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I think you had something you wanted to do while I consider my next option.
Yeah. While you consider that, Niles is just gonna go, yes, finally. Uh, pulls out his scrap blade and gets ready.
Okay then.
Um, yeah, gonna say, put down your weapons and surrender, or else.
They all look at Niles up and down. He's like, "What you gonna do with just that one little old knife?" And now, we're gonna start some combat.
Sweet.
Okay, so how combat works is your initiative is basically your turn order, right? And your initiative is based upon basically you're gonna roll a d20 and add your total action points to that. Because the idea is that your CPU is how fast you can calculate things, actions and things like that. So that's right. So whatever your total action point is, just add that to a d20, and let me know what you end up getting.
Okay.
16 plus 4, my total action points is 20 total.
Okay.
6 plus 4. My initiative is 10.
Okay, hold on. So actually, write it for me in the chat. That'd help me a little bit more. If you could write it in the chat,
Okay.
please. Oh no, VLC crashed on me. That's
No.
the music. Hold on, here we go. I'm gonna reshare again for the music. Oh wait, nope, wrong thing. There we go. Okay, 10, 16, good, good.
Mine is 20 total, 16 plus 4.
Okay. 9. What did you get, Katrina? Hello? Hello?
Plus
Oh.
6, I think.
Okay. So your total was, you said plus 6. Okay, so you got 8. Okay, cool. Okay, and let's start the battle.
Ooh.
So we got, 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna add the bandits. Okay. Cool, cool. So, this is how combat works. So you have a certain amount of action points. You can use those action points to attack. Use those action points to like take cover. If you look on your first page, there's this thing called basic actions. So you can attack, focus attack, move, reload your weapon, or take cover. Taking cover will do things like increase your defense by 2 for that instant. Attacking just means you try to attack with one of your weapons. Now, a focus attack means that you want to target someone's body part directly. So that costs 2 AP instead of 1 AP, but it does mean it is harder to hit them though. Movement is pretty self-explanatory. You can move as many times as you have action points for. So if say your movement speed is 5, each time you do the movement action, you can move 5. Or up to 5. And if you have a ranged weapon, it will say ammo on it. You use reload to reload it back. And then also on your unique weapons, you can still use those unique actions as well too if you want. So first up is Elian. What do you want to do first?
So, I'm trying to figure out which one's the closest bot to me and what the range is for me.
Mm-hmm. So, I'll say this here, okay? There's one guy here, and one guy here. So you're, also I'll say as the stick-up happened, a bunch of people ran into the back room to like hide and get cover and stuff. So
Okay.
we're gonna clear out the individuals here a little bit.
Though the one that you said was next to me, right here.
Yeah, let me move these guys around a little bit. So here, I'll put the 2 bandits here. There's one inside. Yeah, so there's oh yeah, if you press the M key, you can pull out a little measuring tool.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you know, there's one bandit here, who's 3 squares away. There's another 4, and then another one who's 5 squares away.
Cool. So I want the. I take out my scrap shotgun and I point to the one that's, you said 2 squares away.
Yep.
Or 3 squares away.
Yeah.
Yeah. My scrap shotgun has a 4 distance. So
Okay.
using my 2 hands, holding on.
So
I steady it against my hip and I point at him, ready to shoot.
okay, so your shotgun here, I'm just gonna draw it out for you really quickly. Your shotgun is you said 4x2 or 2x4? Yeah.
Wide 4 distance.
Yeah, 2 wide, 4 distance. So that's like about like this here.
Yeah.
So now a shotgun now is an area of effect weapon. So it'll hit everybody within that range there. So if you're aiming
so I was
it,
hoping-
hold on, let me move this a little bit. So if you do it like this way and aim it, you can maybe hit everyone. You can maybe not hit every single person.
Yes, that is. Those are the people I'm trying not to. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to make that square. But like I'm aiming towards the door. So in my line of sight, yeah, it's got that bot and the other one right behind him. Hopefully he gets hit by some scrap. But like, I'm focused mostly towards the door and the walls to the left.
Yeah, so you could sort of angle it away from your friends, but beware, you might hit that guy who you have lassoed. Oh wait, hold on. You lassoed him, right?
Yeah.
So because you're pulling out your shotgun, you'll have to unlasso it
that.
because you need both of your hands.
Yes.
Okay.
I let go of him, so he's free technically for now.
He is free. Are you gonna like give him like a signal or something or not, or just
As I let go of his arm as I let go of his arm with my lasso, I make the motion to have him stay right there and not move.
back? Well, you tell him not to move, so he's just gonna sit in the way. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want him to be front and center.
Okay. So this is how rolling for attack works. If you look on your sheet, you have an attack roll, right? Could you read it out loud?
Scrap shotgun. My action is shotgun box shot. Once per turn, first shotgun attack succeeds at a target 1 square away. Instant. No
Okay.
cost.
So that'll hit this guy here who was playing the game. But you said you want to do a regular attack.
Oh!
Right. Well, so you might not want to use buckshot, but if you want to do a regular attack, what does it say for your attack die?
For the shotgun? Shotgun that aim?
Yeah, for your shotgun, for your scrap shotgun. On your...
I'm looking at going back to the handbook. Let's see. Scrap shotgun. Let's see. 1d10 plus shotgun skill. Who needs to aim when you're that close? Wait, what part am I looking for here?
Yeah, no, that's it. So you said it's 1d10. So that's what you roll for your shotgun attack, right? So you roll 1d10 plus your shotgun skill. So your shotgun is level 1. Right? Your shotgun skill is level 1, right?
Yes.
So that means you roll a d4 with that.
Okay. So 1d10 with a d4. We'll throw it out there.
Yep.
1-5.
Okay, you rolled a 5 in total. So as you let out a blast, this guy here out front, he just attempts to dodge roll out of the way. He just does a dodge roll. These other 2 guys, they get pelted a little bit, but they don't quite get enough to really be too harmed. They just like put their arms up and take some of the shots. Okay, so that was 1 action point that you did. You attacked. What else do you want to do on your turn?
I want to take out my lasso and try to keep the closest bot to me. I try to lasso him and knock him prone using a lasso watcher step.
Wait, you want to lasso the guy who was cheating?
No, the bot, the bandit bot.
Oh, this one here. Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
that'll be this guy over here. This is the
Yes.
bandit bot over here.
Yes.
So
that
he's
guy.
about 3 squares away. Okay, so again, if you're gonna lasso him, you're gonna do a lasso skill check.
Which is a D20. You said.
Yeah. Yep, a D20 and add a D4 for your lasso skill.
The D20 comes up to 20.
Ooh, never mind. That's huge. So let's see if he can roll anything to match that. If not, then he is definitely lassoed. Nope, you got him. You got him around the ringer. So he can't move, he can't use his hands. You know, he's like, hey, let me go.
Perfect. And then I use the lasso watcher step to knock him prone completely, so he can't attack anymore.
Okay then. You know what? So let me just read watch your step. I think you have to do another roll to trip him. Yeah,
Yes.
so I think you gotta do another lasso skill check to trip him with it.
Prone. Damn, a 1.
Ooh, that
Oh,
doesn't
no.
that doesn't quite work. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. He's still lassoed, right? He's just not tripped.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I spend my last point to take cover somewhere. Right
Okay.
behind that table next to me.
Okay, cool. So here for take cover, you can move when you take cover, just up to your movement. Yeah. There we go. And just remember that you're currently in cover. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In the shadows.
Next up is Niles. What do you do?
Okay. Let's see. I am looking at which was the one that was lasted again?
That is
This one
here,
right here.
Yeah. In fact, I'll
That one. That one.
yeah.
Yeah, I am going to move my camera around so I can get a better view of him.
Yeah, no problem.
Ooh, some lighting.
Yeah, I think I'm going to walk up to them and stab them.
Sounds effective. So your knife.
So,
Go on.
oh no, so first I use a move action, right?
Yep.
To get close, to get within one.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
If you need to, I can teleport you there a little bit. You can get around that corner. And
There we
now,
go.
so you did a move action. Now, if you want to do an attack action with your knife, you would just roll a d6, and then you would also add, what is your, I think your blade level is level 1, right?
Yeah.
So then roll a d6 and then add a d4 to it.
6 plus d4. Let me roll that outside. Oof, that is a 4.
Ooh, okay, that is a little bit low. It's not quite enough. But no, so I'll say this. You can also do, in Robot Cowboys, you can do something called stacking attacks. So if you do consecutive attacks back to back, that will count as a larger attack roll to try and get around their defenses. So if you want to do another attack, you can add those two attacks together.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, do another attack.
Well, all about a little bit of violence over here. 7.
Ooh, that's good. That is an 11. Yeah, you plunge that thing directly into his chest and pull it out, and you just have like a hunk of steel on it that like slides off your blade. So here, this guy. So a cool thing you can do also in Tailspire is when it's your turn, you can right click on them and click attack. So you can do like a little hit if you want, like that.
Ooh.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you plunge it right into his torso, and it's just fully exposed. Yeah, and you attack him a second time too, to really get him good. So you've moved, and you've done 2 attacks. You have one more action point. What else? What else do you want to do?
Let's see here. Uh. Am I allowed to try attacking, or are there limits to the amount of attacks you can use with action points?
No, your action points, you can use them up as much as you want. I'll also say, if you don't use up any action points, you can also save them to do a reaction on someone else's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna stab him. Go. Please do not resist. And then I'm going to. Yeah, let's try the. Just try to punch him with the knuckle buster.
Okay, cool. So the knuckle duster is really special because it's a part brass knuckles and also a pistol. So if you do a melee attack with it, if you successfully hit someone, you can then use your pistol attack as a free action, basically. So each punch has a little pow to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I think that would be. So that's a D4 for the melee.
Yep.
And then my melee skill is broad melee is 1, so that's another D4, right? So 2 D4s.
Yep. Roll 2d4.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, I missaid it. If you want to do melee, want to say, so I'm saying this, when you attack in melee, you can roll for your melee and add your pistol to it as well too.
Oh, okay. So I also add the pistol.
Yeah, but just the pistol dice, just the pistol dice.
So I would do the D6 for the range pistol plus the D4.
So the range is if you're trying to shoot, only shoot with it. So because you're melee, you would add your melee skill and add your pistol skill dice, which is another D4, I think, right? Or
yeah.
Yeah. So just add another D4 to it.
Okay, so that'd be 1 D4 for the melee, and then another D4 for the pistol. So 2 D4s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the confusion because it's a hybrid weapon, so you can use it just to shoot at a distance, or you can use it to like attack up close. So if you're attacking up close, you're attacking and shooting. But if you're only shooting, you're only just like aiming your brass knuckles like this. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a 6, I think.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll just sorry for the confusion. For this round we'll take it all together. So that's an 11, and that is enough to do it. So you go kablam right into his arm, and he was holding up a revolver, and his arm just like lopsided out of the socket, barely able to hold together.
Cool. I think that's my turn. Just again, please stop resisting.
Stop resisting. Okay. Katrina, it's now your turn. So I will say on your turn now, you can also give commands to your droid, and they will try and do them.
Oh.
Your droid, let's just say you can give it 1 command per turn, but your droid only has 2 action points. So what he can do right now, simple things. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, so what are the basic actions that my droid can perform?
It can try and attack someone with its legs. It can move around. You can tell it to, you can tell all sorts of stuff. Just as long as that action isn't more than 2 action points.
Okay, can I ask it to jump in one of the bandit bots' heads and like blind it? Like latch onto the head and just like not move and obstruct their vision and sensors?
Yeah, you can tell it to like jump at somebody. I would say it can definitely do that. So your droid is small, just like you. So let me see. Its movement speed, I think. Let me double check. I think its movement speed is 7. But let me double check. Yeah, I'll say for now its movement speed is 7. So if we use the M key, you can essentially use it to hit any of the guys here. You are close enough.
Excellent. I command one of my I command my droid to jump on of the furthest
In the back?
but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this to make him act like he's on top of him a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Because I've
yeah.
asked it to jump and clamp around his head.
Okay. So we're gonna have to do a skill check to see if your droid is good enough to actually blind it, but he is able to jump on them.
Okay.
Though, okay. So we're gonna be
Okay, great.
rolling based upon your droid stats, which right now are just like all basic right now. So you're gonna roll
All
a
ones,
D.
okay.
So you're gonna roll a D20 and add a D4 to it. And
Okay.
we're gonna say it's like a movement roll or something to try and blind them. Okay, let's see. So you got a 7 in total. Let's see what they get. Ooh, they got an 11. So your droid comes
Oh,
flying at
no!
its face and it just backhands it and knocks it away.
Push!
Yeah, but that was a nice try though. Okay, so giving a command for you, I think.
Droid.
Yeah, giving a command from you only takes up I think 1 action point though, so you can still do a few more stuff on your turn.
I've got 6 action points, so I will be doing some other things. I would love move behind the bar cover.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can hold down shift and click or just move around to take cover being there you go. You can take cover behind the bar. Okay, so that was a movement action, and you're gonna be taking cover.
So that's 2 action points.
Yes, you've only spent 2, because I think with take cover.
Okay, 4 more.
Yep.
Okay, I would love to full for the closest one and attack them with my rifle.
Okay, so you're using a rifle. Rifles are pretty special because so they have a minimum and a max range. So your rifle is from 3 to 8. That means that you can only hit stuff that are at the minimum 3 squares away, or at furthest 8 squares away. So it's also only between 3 to 8 squares. So you definitely can hit this guy. The people outside you can't quite get because there's a door blocking you. You definitely can get this guy right here though.
Okay, I'll get that guy.
Okay, cool. So
Or if I can, obviously.
Yeah, no problem. So you're gonna roll for attack. So roll 1d8.
Okay.
And
Okay. Oops. 1d8.
yep. And then roll an extra d4 for your rifle skill.
Okay, I got a 2. Oh no.
It's okay, it's just the first one. Maybe your programming will correct you a little bit.
Kickin. And then what was the next one?
A d4
6?
for your rifle skill.
Oh, d4. Uh-oh.
Okay, that in total is only a 3. So as I said before, you are allowed to stack attacks. So if you want to try and do multiple rifle attacks, you can try and do pow 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 to really get to really break through its armor.
Okay. How many times can I do that?
As many AP as you have, as long as you have action points to do attacks.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I think you have 3 more AP.
So I have 3 left. Yeah. All right. So D8 and a D4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a 6.
6 plus 9. Okay, yep, that's enough. You go pow. And do you want to take out its arm or its leg?
Since it's already prone, I'll take out its arm.
Okay, so this guy is completely armless. They are just like spaghetti noodles on the floor. All that he has are his 2 legs left. And he is now just absolutely screaming out for help. He's like, "Get me out of here! Help me!"
No help coming for you, bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Dare you interrupt my game? I was winning!
Okay, well, you have 2 more action points. What do you want to do? Or do you want to save them for a reaction?
I think I'll save them for a reaction.
Okay, sounds good. So whenever you want to do something on someone else's turn, just let me know. Okay. Next is this bandit outside, I think. Wait, is it this guy? Yeah. He sees this little droid outside. He's gonna pull out his shotgun and take aim at it.
My son!
Oh, I hope you didn't name him. Ooh, he rolled a 2. That wasn't 2. Okay, let's gonna do another attack. Oh,
EL
yeah.
Junior.
Ooh,
EL Junior dodge.
Wow.
So he did enough damage to take out. Let's see, that's 14 plus 2. That's 16. And what's his wait, what's his name? Neil Jr.
EL Junior.
Oh, Junior, poor Junior. Yeah, that's enough to do oh god, to take out 3 of Junior's legs. So Junior isn't going to be moving.
Junior!
He needed those.
Junior only's got 1 little leg left, trying to hold itself together.
My god! Robot god, no!
Next is this guy inside who's been lassoed. He's gonna try and attempt to break out of being lassoed now. Okay, so he rolled a 6. So who has him lassoed?
Me.
Okay, so I need you to roll to keep him lassoed or not.
That's a 20, right?
Yeah, a d20 plus your lasso skill. Your lasso dice, yeah.
So doesn't this guy have, like, no arms?
True, he has no arms. He's just his legs kind of whittling around.
Wait, that's too many dice. That's not what I meant to roll.
It's okay. I'll take the. Actually, either it doesn't matter. Either or of them is more than enough to beat him. So
Yeah,
he's
please.
still firmly in there. He is like now pleading for his life. He's like, listen, you can have my gears. I got at least 50 on me, okay?
Oh, I was gonna take it anyway.
Okay. The next guy sees what's going on here. And he's gonna come inside. And he sees right up there is this big guy here, pouncing over his buddy. And he's gonna also pull out his shotgun. And he's gonna try and, not hit him too much, but he's gonna yell out, "Buckshot!" Okay. So what buckshot does, if someone is 1 square away, it is a guaranteed hit on people. So it does at least 1 point of damage on you, Niles. So Niles, you take 1 point to your torso, I think. And then he's gonna, let's see, do 1 more regular shot. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not quite enough, though. Okay, next is the merchant. The merchant Beck is in there, and he sees that all hell is breaking loose. So he's just gonna, you see, like, he has, like, a little antenna thing sticks up out of his, sticks out of his console, and it gives his little refrigerator drone an activation code to, like, stand up. So you see it stands up on these 4 spidery legs, and then 2 little pistols pop out of it. So here, I'm just going to drag a piece over to represent his drone. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, this thing, let me make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, his little fridge drone pops up with 2 little miniguns on it. And it's gonna start blazing out to this little bad guy, this guy over here.
Oh my god, he has attacks.
Ooh, yeah, that's enough to do 2 points of damage on that guy. He just goes pow, pow, pow. And let's see, he's got 3. One of his hands drops, so he's no longer able to use the shotgun. And then Beck's gonna scurry on towards the back room. Okay, back to the top of the order. WW, it's your turn.
Okay, so this drone right here is the one that's got his arms blown off, right?
Yeah, that bandit, yeah.
Yeah, and you said he had a pistol, right? So I'd like to go and pick up his pistol from his blown off arm.
Okay, sure thing. You just have to move up to him and take his pistol.
Okay. Bam, take it.
Okay, so you took his pistol.
Right. Oh, you said, was it a pistol or revolver? What was you holding?
It was a revolver, I think. Yeah.
Okay, scrap revolver, right?
Yeah. So you can write down, add a scrap
Your
revolver.
revolver now.
Yeah.
You can add a scrap revolver to your inventory.
Yes, perfect. But yeah, so I'm going to, I pick it up and then I turn to the target closest to me that's also alive, which I'm assuming is this guy.
Oh, well, both of them is. So the guy on the ground who you have lassoed is still alive, and this is another guy attacking you. So
Right,
both
but we
of these...
can't kill them because we're about to don't kill.
No, but yes, but you can disable them though.
Yeah, I'd like to disable the guy whose revolver is now mine.
Okay, so the guy on the ground, all he has are his 2 legs. He can't attack. All he can do is run. So if you want, you can aim for his legs.
You say he's still lassoed, right?
Yes, he still is lassoed.
And he's like prone on the ground?
No, he is not prone. He is standing up
Okay,
still.
I'm just gonna make him prone.
He's
so I don't
wheedling
have to
those
actually
legs.
Take off his legs.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him prone so I don't have to take him off. You know, he might need them later.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yes.
Take
So,
him off at the knees.
are you gonna use your lasso to knock him prone, or are you gonna attack
Yeah,
his
I'm gonna
legs?
do a lasso check to knock him prone. So that's a D20 you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Plus my lasso skill.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
he survived, I think.
Yeah, he's really got his balance there. Something with the
All right.
hydraulics in his kneecaps just really keeps him very limber from you knocking
Because
him
I
over.
realize he's not gonna go down easy. I do a focus attack on his hip to dislocate one of those legs.
Okay then. So now, no, when you do a focus attack specifically to target their legs, it does make it does make it harder to hit them. It adds at least a +5 to the difficulty. So you could do that. So whatchamacallit? So you could do that, but in this situation, all he has are his legs exposed. So you can just do a regular attack instead.
Okay. Yeah, regular attack it is. Let's just pistol that aim at, which I believe was the thing for the
So
1d6 pistol skill.
yeah.
Okay. And pistol skill is just a d4, right? Because it's level 1.
Yep.
One plus 4.
That's 5. It's not quite enough. If you do another attack, you might be able to really get him
We'll
in the
absolutely
kneecap.
need another attack.
Yeah.
right? 8.
Ooh, that is phenomenal. That's 8 plus the previous roll was a 5. Yeah, that's enough to definitely take off one of his legs. He's just one leg there. He's practically
Oh my
immobilized.
god.
He's
Yeah.
got is one leg. He ain't much of a danger to you anymore.
Perfect.
So, hold on, let me see which one is it. So you're just gonna. Oh wait, hold on. Click on you. Now click here. Bam.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's effectively out of combat for now.
Sweet. Yeah, and then I use my last AP to take cover right over, right, just crouch right next to that table so they can't see me.
Okay. Now, no, if you walk out of range, your lasso will come apart. Your lasso only has a range of 3.
Yes, I believe I am still within 3. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Okay. Niles, it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, I see you pretty much took that guy down. Not much of an issue, so I'm gonna use one of my moves to just saddle up with this one over here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, actually, there's one right in front of me.
Oh yeah, it's this guy here who's let me turn off the light on him. Here we go. This guy is still active, and this guy.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. So what
so I
do you-
can.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna, yeah, attack this one right here. Not the one that's in cap. So I guess move to get to this one.
This one here is downed already. Actually, let me just put him
Yeah.
as down. So he's down. But this guy here, how do you want to attack him?
I'm just gonna take my blade, and yeah, I'm gonna use combine 2 blade skills and just stab.
Okay. Yeah, roll to attack twice.
Okay, so that's just combining, like so that'd be 2d6 plus 2d4.
Yes. Yes.
Was that okay? Cool. 2d6, 2d4. That's an 11.
Okay, an 11. Yep, that definitely gets in there gets in there. So that guy already had like, his chest exposed and like a arm falling off, I think, too. So let's see. Yeah, so you here already did like pow. Pow. Yeah, 2 good hits in him. And I think, he's also like just like only one of his legs there are limping. And he's, and he's like offered to submit. He's offered to retreat.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna be like, yeah. Lay down your weapons.
Yes, you say in a very commanding voice, lay down your weapons or you will be forced to.
And then, so then all that's left is this one right here.
Yep, all that's left is this guy right here.
Cool. Okay, I've already used one of my moves. I think I'm going to, because I'm going to use another move just to position myself for next time.
Okay, sounds good. Where do you want to move yourself? And also, if you want to move through walls, you just hold down shift and drag to like just teleport to a spot.
Let me, oh. I'll try that again. Right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you trying to walk through the doorway like this?
Yeah. There we
Okay,
go.
Perfect. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna move a little bit off to the side, just so that if anybody else is trying to get to him, I'm not blocking their way.
Sounds good. Is that the rest of your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, back to you, Katrina. Most of the bandits are cleared out. The one outside is kind of sweating. He's maybe debating just hightailing it, honestly. But what do you decide to do?
Hmm. Well, I kind of want revenge for him decimating EL Jr.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move.
Okay. Sounds good. And what's your movement speed? Your movement speed is 7?
Yes.
Right, okay. So yeah, you can move pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4. At least to go over there. And then you can do like another 3 to, well, honestly, yeah. Yeah, it's at least 4 to get up to the door.
Okay. And think I'm gonna take out my scrap blade and I'm gonna go stab him a bunch of times.
Okay, so with scrap blade, that's a melee range of 1, so I'm just gonna move you up a little bit closer. So, but that's still within your movement from before. So, if you want to attack with
okay.
the scrap blade, what level is your blade skill?
It would be level 1.
Okay, so then roll a d6 and a d4 for each time you attack with it. Ooh, 5. Okay, so you're like swinging your blade around at it, and you sort of plunge it a little bit, but it's not quite enough to really get underneath its defenses. You're gonna have to do another attack.
Alright, I keep going.
Ooh, that's an 8 plus a 5 now in total. So that is 8 plus 5, 13. Yep, that is enough to damage him once. So when you do that, you definitely expose its torso.
I go in for another stab.
Okay, yep, go again. Ooh, that's another 7. Yep. You do that, and you slash at one of his legs. So now it's like limping down now.
Alright, I'm gonna how many action points do I have left? 3? 2?
You did a movement and 3 attacks, so you have 2 left.
Excellent. I'm just gonna keep stabbing.
Okay.
This is for EL Jr. How dare you?
EL Jr. That's 4. Okay. Here,
I'm just gonna go one more stab.
Yep, go again, go again.
Oh, shoot. Okay, ignore one of the dice. Oh no! Ignore this.
I'll just take off one of them. I'll only take the first one, so that's 4.
Okay.
Okay, so you just went crazy on him. You went whoosh, 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 whoosh. And honestly, you had some good hits in there. And you were able to take him down, but he's just like his head in a hand. He's trying to drag himself away.
My God.
just by using his hand. He's like, listen, y'all are some wild bots. You ain't no normal civilian droids. He just tries crawling away, just one square at a time.
That's right.
But as he gets to the ledge, you see he reaches out his hand and he shoots out a grappling hook, and is able to pull himself off the map, pull himself off the train. In fact, as you look around, you see there are grappling hooks outside leading from under the train, which is probably how the bandits got on top of there in the first place. But with that though, we're gonna end combat and end the session there.
I cradle the pieces of Eel Jr. in my arms. You
I
did
spin
good,
the six
buddy.
shooter and
Yeah.
say that'll do. And blow smoke.
Yep, that'll do. That'll do indeed. Okay, so that was a pretty good first round of combat. Now, do you guys have any?
That was fun.
Yeah, do you guys have any questions or comments about it so far?
We get to keep our same character and character sheets for future combat.
Yep, you definitely do. Please
Sweet.
send me your PDFs or a picture of your character sheets so I can keep track of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we go, let me just ask you guys some questions. So have you all here played tabletop games much before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How much?
I'd say I'm medium experienced.
Yeah, I was about to ask. How much experience would you guys say that you have?
Medium.
Pretty good amount of experience. I've played a few different kinds. And some one shots of other smaller indies. People just release a 1-page one shot, and I'll play them with my friends sometimes. So I have a fair amount of random tabletop experience.
Okay. So in terms of ease of learning this, how where would you relate this to in terms of ease of learning?
I would say this is
4.
straightforward.
Yeah. I think
if you're experienced with tabletop games, you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
It does take a good, I would say 20 minutes of just learning what means what in comparison to other tabletop games. Because of similar systems, it's easy to comprehend. I don't need to reference much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Playing.
I'd say it's very straightforward. I didn't have any trouble because once you understand this is an attack and this is a shield and this is whatever, you can relatively pick it up. There's nothing super convoluted.
Yeah, it's pretty one-to-one with other tabletop games. So anybody experienced or even just familiar, you're just fine.
Yeah. And what were we gonna say, Colin?
Oh no, pretty much all the same thing. Is this? Yeah, if you played a couple different types of games, you pick it up pretty quickly. Especially I think the combat, just kind of getting the usual understanding what your specific character can do. Once you get that under your fingers, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, thank you guys. So if you were to give this a number on a 1 to 5 scale, where 5 is really easy to pick up and 1 is a little bit pretty challenging, where would you rate this?
I'd say
A
5.
a
or
2 or 2.5.
Wait, is 5 easy or hard?
5 is easy.
5 is easy. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 4.5, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of so what was your guys' favorite parts of creating your characters, and what did you like about in terms of playing the session today?
I really liked I think the different options provided. I'd love to see in the future to have even more possible background options. But it felt very easy to kind of craft a character, mini backstory around what was provided. And so I like the idea of, what was I before I gained this ability to think on my own, and what does that mean? It looks like it provides a lot of good building blocks for some cool roleplay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm of a similar mind. I really like the diversity of the backgrounds. It really kind of gives you a hint about how customizable you can make your character, even just from your base bonuses from your background choice. Like that you just have 3 like chassis archetypes so far. Like I know this is just like the basics, but it's nice that there's like the availability for customization even from the get-go, even when you don't have like a whole lot of things to go off on. There's enough uniqueness among the backgrounds that gives you a different way to play every time if you wanted to create a new character. I really liked freedom to kind of just do what I wanted, similar to other tabletop games where it's just like the setting was presented really well, and like I had the opportunity to easily like, you know, join the gambling game because you mentioned that there was cards. So I liked there was pretty solid establishment of environment and characters that allowed me to have fun and choose really what I wanted to do. Like I didn't feel like I had to do just one thing. I could kind of like read the room and allow my character to choose like unique options.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is nice. I don't like being railroaded in tabletop games, so it's nice that I had that freedom, similar to other tabletop game experiences, which is I consider a plus.
Yeah, definitely a lot of options. I mean, you guys could have started in any one building before the band started attacking. I would say everything that could have happened, but you definitely, like, you know, you met some characters like Beck and the barkeep, and you got to earn yourself some keep hopefully after this. And what about the rest of the party? What do you guys feel about character creation, and what was one thing that you really liked during the play session?
In terms of character creation, I really liked that like there wasn't too much overlap in the skills for the background options, because sometimes you see that in RPGs where like 2 different buckets or character types have like overlap, and that can really like muddle what your decision could be. But like these are all individually very clear, so you know what play style you're signing up for. Mm-hmm. And I liked that during the session, that the other characters that were there, like Beck and the sheriff, A, had their own personalities, where B, had things that I could work off of as like moving, like trying to push the story forward. Mm-hmm. Like I know when we started, I was a little bit like, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. And then the sheriff started talking. I'm like, oh, that's right. We can just talk to people and ask people for stuff. And I can just pick up this dangling arm, and I can just like, hey, maybe we don't fight the people with bigger weapons than us. And like it reminded me a lot of like what RPGs should be, rather than like just, you know, step by step. If like there's actually room for exploration with like through the characters.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. And Colin, do you have anything that you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, very similar to what everyone said. I like the different options that were given. Like I said, I like the backgrounds that were provided, which give a lot of flexibility for role playing. Definitely interested in seeing more about how this interacts with the world that you created. So yeah, that in general, it felt fairly easy to just spin up a character too, which I like the ability to just kind of jump in. Because I'm not a fan of role-playing games that, you know, it takes you 2 hours to make a character. So this was quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a smooth process, and I enjoyed it. There wasn't... I know we've been playing for a number of hours, but compared to like other sessions, I didn't feel railroaded into specific choices. I felt that it was a pretty smooth pickup from the explanation. Like it wasn't overwhelming. It was easy to understand, and I didn't feel railroaded into like one experience. So very good.
Nice.
Quality tabletop experience.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Besides that, I guess I'm going to some more specific questions, and then I'll let you all go, because I did do some changes for this. One is that on your weapons, I added their actions directly into the weapon sheet themselves now. So because before, basically the actions were like this whole big long page, but now the actions are like you have your basic actions that everyone can do, and then you have the actions on your weapon sheet directly. Was that helpful, or did that hurt at all when it came to playing the game?
I think it was helpful because it helps, like this pretty long list of like the basic actions. So it's nice that it's split up between equipment and just like what you would be able to do even without any equipment. Nice that it's separated. It's nice that the weapons page has like more in-depth information as opposed to like, what's the range, what's the ammo, what are the skills that it has. Like even when he mentioned that there's like upgrades possible, attach additional things to say my rifle, like maybe that rifle could get more action. So it's nice to have a dedicated chart to a specific equipment item, that potential of upgrading, and then just have the basic actions on another sheet to just have like that kind of basic setup is nice. So I appreciate them not being on like one giant sheet to sift through, having dedicated spaces.
Yeah, thank you. Does anyone else have anything else to add, or?
I liked how everything is like I could organize it kind of myself. Like I have like separate tabs for each of my abilities and each of like, the actions that I can do, and I enjoy being able to reference them without having to flip through pages of stuff. Like they're all like available and they're all linked to each other, and I think the organization is fantastic. The navigation through all the handbook and everything has been sweet.
Oh, that's great to hear. I appreciate that.
Yeah, same. Like I made myself a little like Google Doc with just the basic rules, and because I found that's the easiest for me to understand them, and it felt pretty easy to just go from the handbook that you provided and then add it to the doc, and it was all very easy to get the information that I needed. It didn't feel overly explained.
Okay. And a new thing that I did is I'm trying to reduce the amount of math involved in this. How did the amount of math feel to you while playing?
Good,
I didn't
yeah.
feel like there was like a ton of math.
I definitely, when I was going through the handbook and I saw like the multiplication and division, and I'm like, I'm happy there wasn't as much of that in this gameplay, just because I am not a smart person, and the less dividing and multiplying I have to do, the more quick it feels.
Yeah, I definitely.
The less times I've got to break out the calculators, the better.
Yeah. Unless you're like rolling a lot of dice, you got to add all those together. It's definitely a lot simpler. I definitely did a big revision to simplify a lot of that. Were there any aspects of your character that you didn't get to use, and why so?
I did not get to use Bookshop because I was trying not to murder the other guy that we could potentially have had on our side. But I was curious about using like the resist electricity that I got. And I mean, we didn't get to use it because I guess I wasn't attacked with electric damage, but I didn't get to use that, and I was hoping to see how that one worked.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and this is like a tutorial first combat thing, so we're not gonna throw electric damage at you yet.
Yeah, I didn't use my dodge roll that I got with my scrap blade, but I think it's mostly just because it was a very tight space, and so I felt I didn't need to do that. I wasn't too worried about needing to add to my defense or anything like that.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Same. Dodge roll was the only thing I didn't get to use.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Well, I think with that, thank you all for doing our first monthly play session here. I may do them like every month or every other month. I'll let you all know. But for anyone else in the community, once you make a character, you can bring that character back anytime. Like your group can reconfigure and people can leave and rejoin. So if you can't make one session, that's fine. You always can join a later one. Thank you all for watching this. If you want to hear more about Robot Cowboys on Mars, I'll post the links in the descriptions to our Notion page. And also, if you want to support me and my writers and artists on this, we do have a Ko-Fi where we collect donations as well too. But thank you all for playing and watching today. And with that, I'm